New York City, man, the city of dreams. I don't know about you guys, but to me, some of the most random shit just always happens in New York. Like, you can go from seeing some of the most beautiful skylines to pigeons riding the train, crackheads everywhere, and rats that cannot mind their business. NYC is just different. For example, this apartment right here, it's probably $50K a month, and that's very cheap, you feel me? And don't even get me started on the subway, bro.
I seen a pigeon get on for one stop and then get off on the next one. Like, you could afford it, my nigga.
I'm gonna be honest, there are crazier and worse cities than New York, but there's just something special about NYC. Literally everything that you wouldn't expect to happen on a Tuesday can happen in New York. It's just Night City IRL. You know, one time, bro, I bought this $30 Metro card from a convenience store in Flushing at like 6 a.m. because for some reason the machine that sells the cards in the train station wasn't working. And usually that neighborhood is very busy, plus it was winter. I was with my dad, so we just went to a bodega and bought the 7 days unlimited pass Metro card from this random ass Chinese dude. You know, it was like a little store close to the station we were taking, but I remember that the Chinese dude was like trying to tell me something when I gave him the 30 cash, but I didn't really listen or understand what he was saying. And my dad was gonna understand him less, so bro just shrugged and gave us the card. In my defense, I was low-key asleep and the sign clearly said that the 7-day pass was 34 bucks. So anyway, we get down to the station, and since it was early, there were a lot of people. You know, that station is usually packed at that hour, so we had to hurry up. I used my dad's card for some reason, got in, and then when my dad used the card we literally just bought, it just didn't work. Now, usually it's a canon event for that type of shit to happen on the bus, but again, we had just bought the card, so I was like, damn, we got finessed by that Chinese dude. There were people waiting to swipe their card after my dad, and we had somewhere to go. So my dad had no chill, and he was like, stay there and wait for me, cause I'm gonna go fix this shit. I knew I was cooked, cause like, how was he supposed to beef with some random Chinese guy I couldn't even understand at 6 in the morning, bro? What's even worse is I didn't have a SIM card on my phone when that happened. So after my dad left, what if he just never came back? Nah, I'm kidding, but I was by myself completely now, and there wasn't really anything we could do about it. Usually someone just goes right through the emergency exit door and then a lot of people follow them, but there was like an NYPD officer just standing there, so there was no way my dad was gonna cross. All of this could have literally been avoided if we just paid with our phones, but it would have taken more time to actually get all of that shit set up. Anyway, I was just standing there now basically, so it couldn't get any worse from there, right? The train got delayed, so now I was actually cooked because like everyone in the station is pissed. People are coming in, crackheads are coming in, and there was no way I was finding my dad now. Some YNs could be spawning any second now. It was over, bro. Fuck, even the rats were probably pissed, bro. So I was like, I don't have a job. Am I homeless now? My dad was probably already apprehended by the People's Liberation Army, bro. I'm done. If we had taken the bus, the driver probably would have low-key let us in by that point. Anyway, some crackhead just spawned out of nowhere, and they usually get mad if you don't give them any money. And I literally didn't have any, so I just went back to where the police officer girl was, and I just rested against the wall, waiting for my dad to arrive, because it was just so crowded that it would have been worse to leave the station at that point. Anyway, like 10 minutes later, my dad did come back, and I left the station. So basically, somehow my dad got the 30 back because the car didn't work, and we just got an Uber, and that's literally it. What I'm trying to say is there's always some wild shit happening on the NYC subway. Really, the whole city, you feel me? Another time, I was walking around Manhattan with my parents on Christmas. I was a little younger, and I used to have these fake black cats, because like, I can't really afford Jordans, you know what I'm saying? I had them.
What the hell? Oh my god, no way.
Shoes. We were going to Times Square because it was winter and shit, and when we got to Broadway, it was like really cold, to the point where your mouth stops moving, so we wanted to stop by and eat something, and the closest thing was a Wendy's that was like a block away. It was this one actually. As soon as we went inside, I knew I was cooked, because there was nowhere to sit down, and there was this big ass group of YNs just standing there next to the ice cream machine. Plus, like, the inside of the restaurant itself was just hella dirty. And the first thing I hear is some dude saying, hey, look at these big black ass shoes. And I'm like, nah, it's over. There was no way for me to know the outcome of this situation, because none of my parents understood what these YNs were saying, bro. So I had to get out of there ASAP, bro, because ain't no way I was gonna let that one slide. So I told my parents, like, we gotta go. And my dad caught on to what was happening, but when we turned around to leave, the dude that was talking about my shoes just stepped ahead of us in the door, and he was like, nah, let me see him for real. So I just played dumb as if I didn't speak English and walked right through unfazed. What's funny though is that for the rest of the day I was just traumatized with having to walk around Manhattan with those shoes. Cause like I was genuinely scared that another group of YNs would just spawn in out of nowhere and get my ass. Or that a sneakerhead fine shit would see. After that we just walked around Times Square for a while, we got some barbecue wings, and everything was really packed that day. But I couldn't stop being paranoid about the Temu Jordans for real. You know, there is something awesome about New York though, and it's the bodegas, bro. The delis, like no glaze. They're just amazing, bro. I love the vibes, bro. Especially the people that are like serving you, bro. I love bodegas, bro. Like they're amazing. You know, if you're watching this video right now, I don't care where you are, I need you to go and try some chopped cheese right now, bro. In conclusion, I love New York. Thank you guys for watching this video. Now that you're here, you should probably join my Discord server, cause you can be part of a future video or stream. You know, I've been streaming here on YouTube recently, so if you see me stream, make sure to join. Click the noty bell to get notified. Follow me on Insta, subscribe. I love you so much. Bye.